Hi, what's the difference between having no motor connected to our throats as projectors, but have a defined throat center, and being low and empty feels sad to me? All right, let me start with being low and empty feeling sad. Yeah, that's melancholy, and that's fine. That's the individual circuit. You'll see that in the Human Design Advanced course, where individuals that have people that have individual circuitry, it operates in a wave of a creativity and expression, or yang, or extroversion, and introverted yin, or melancholy, or it's like a pregnant place. Let's say low and empty is pregnancy, and then high and exuberant and full is like birth, like new things emerging. And me as an artist and creator, I feel this all the time, where I'm either creating new stuff and painting and making, or I'm in this low and empty state. And this slow and empty state it has to be normal. Like, we can't function. It's one of the things that I really see being a prominent theme in many things that I talk about, and I see many people struggle with. And that's this feeling of being okay being sad. Being okay being sad, like, that's fine. That's society that wants us to be all the time high, adrenalized. So it feels sad once again because you feel loss. And like, we gotta lose in order to gain again. So I know I've struggled with this, but only because other people tell me that it's not okay to be sad. It's only because other people cannot be comfortable around me being sad, low and empty. And it's not up to me. It's not like I'm not responsible for that. And if and then again, if it feels sad, maybe you have a stigma on sad. Maybe you have a projection on your mind that I'm feeling sad, therefore something's wrong with me. No, nothing's wrong with you. Like, when you say being low and empty feels sad to me, and I can tell you, okay, so let it be like that. That's still you, and that's still fine. You're not allowing it to be okay because you think it's foreign, and you think it's foreign because people have made natural foreign and foreign natural. So the difference between having a motor connected to the throat as a projector and a defined throat center is the difference between you being a mental projector, or you have a defined throat connected to your G center or the spleen. Yeah, I can't remember your chart, but you have the throat connected either to the G or the spleen or the mind, the ajna. Because if you have it connected to either the solar plexus or the heart, that's a motor. So there are these centers who are motors. So the heart is a motor, meaning it drives, it gives energy, it's buzzing. And then you have solar plexus, which is the motor and the awareness center at once. And then you have sacral, which is a motor. That's the motor for generators. And then you have root. Root is a motor and a pressure center. So the difference would be that people who have a motor, let's say people who have heart connected to throat, these are going to be manifestors, manifesting generators, and that's basically it. Yeah, everything except projector reflector. Solar plexus can be connected. That's also all of these things. But if you have no motor, that means you're a projector. So, or you can be a generator, but never mind. So the difference would be that, let's say somebody has a motor connected to the throat. That means that energy fuels the throat expression on its own. It cuts through the air much easier, and it's self-powered in a sense. And then if somebody has no motor, let's say you have your mind connected to the throat, that means that you're always going to have this stream of opinions and answers, that you are craving to get out, that you're craving to speak out, but inherently it's not powered in a way. It's there, but it needs to be called out. It's there, but it needs to be utilized. It needs to be invited to be used. Whereas that's the main difference. People with motors connected to the throat, it's there always, and it can just come out as sharing. Whereas, let's say you're a projector, you have your mind connected to the throat. So that's still a connection. It's not a motor. But if you start speaking your mind wherever and whenever, you're going to feel resistance because you didn't have it invited out. As opposed to, let's say, an emotional being with like sharing circuitry, they just share and it's nothing personal. It might be disgusting to be around and very uncomfortable for people, but yeah, some emotions are, and that's all fine. Please don't get attached to my words. um so yeah, the motor versus just the mind. Think of it, let's say you have the mind is floating, it's etheric, it's almost intangible, whereas a motor is like, all right, we're going, it's your heart, it's actually your solar plexus. And then the G center, identity center, it also doesn't have like a place in the body, like, let's say. It does, but it's not so much physical. And then, okay, you have the spleen is an awareness center. And then the spleen going to the throat could be like, I'm aware of things, like I have my instinct. But that's also kind of more for you than for others. So I hope this was helpful. Peace, health, and abundance. I create lines here. Welcome. Subscribe, like, leave a comment, share your story below. Check out my audio courses: Human Design, Basics, Intermediate, Projector Masterclass, other Human Design that will come out. Check out the Elemental Balancing audio course. They're all available on the Insight Timer app, where you are also invited to join the course classroom. In there, you can ask questions and get direct voice messages from me, and also engage with other students, share your feedback and insights, and further your learning. For one-on-one human design coaching and psychotherapy, send an inquiry through the website. Join us on the Insight Timer live sessions, where we do fascia and qigong stress release classes. Check out my art and merch webshop full of my original designs ready to be printed on shirts, notebooks, and many other products. Download my free ebooks and join my newsletter to stay connected and get updates and content in your email. Everything mentioned is available at icreatelines.com. Peace, health, and abundance.